WHBC Studios in beautiful downtown Canton, Ohio. It is Mixed Mornings with Matt Fantone. Thank you so much for being on board with us today. And a big thank you to my guest who is in studio. He's here representing SAD Team 6, talking about their upcoming event happening on March 22nd. But he's not just a stand-up comedian. This dude is a firefighter in the city of Canton. So whether you've had a first responder show up to your house and, haul you out because of your broken leg, or something's burning and they come down and they're hosing it down, this is one of the gentlemen who makes that kind of stuff happen on a regular basis. Chris, thank you for what you do day in and day out. Thank you to the team. Thank you to the guys. Thank you for the women. All of you guys who are keeping Canton, Ohio safe. We genuinely appreciate you, bro.
Thanks, man. I'm not on shift anymore, so I'm not doing any of the heroic activities like the rest of the guys. I'm just I'm pushing a desk.
This guy's white collar now.
Listen, I do a lot of phone calls, but I do them heroically.
Oh, 100%. You know what I mean? Those emails that you send,
when I send an email,
come on, I know it.
It's award-worthy emails.
So Chris Snyder in studio, and if you've been listening, you know this all comes from Chris's decision to try to end his own life, and the fact that so many people stepped in and so many people helped and so many organizations and so many individuals were there for you, and now you want to be there for others. And that's what SAD Team 6 is all about, and the concept of stand up for them. So March 22nd is when it happens. The beautiful Canton Palace Theatre is the place. We're going to be giving away some tickets here in a moment. But Chris, speak a little bit about this event. Who's going to be up on stage with you and what the audience can expect?
You can expect to laugh your butt off.
Okay, we can say butt. Yeah. I didn't say
I checked it.
Okay.
I checked it. What's funny is one of the captains, as I was walking out of the fire station to walk over here this morning, he looked at me and he goes, "Mind your tongue."
I got a dump button. Don't worry.
Well, listen, I have a full-fledged potty mouth. I have had a full-fledged potty mouth most of my existence. But that's where some of the comedy came from young, you know.
Of course.
If dropping a very appropriately timed swear in a room where it's less than acceptable gets big laughs, I was the guy that would do that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, dude, you had us all cracking up in the studio or out in the lobby over here. Chris is a Jackson graduate, and you were talking about some of the good old days.
Oh, yeah.
And the idea of you just being able to go outside and chief down a Marlboro Red. Great times, right?
So I graduated in 96, and at that time at Jackson, there was a senior patio that was off the back of the cafeteria. And if you were 18 years old and a senior, you could walk outside and have a dart. So, I mean, I'd grab me double extra main grilled cheese or a little Charlie's pizza and just walk outside that glass door, put a dart down. And there was a shop teacher, football coach, Mr. Brookins at the time.
Right.
He would just mean mug you. He would mean mug you real bad, and I would very defiantly put that butt down and let him know that, I was 18.
Sure.
So I knew everything about everything.
Of course.
And the machismo, like you said, it was coursing at that age.
Of course. Yeah. And, dude, the idea nowadays, they're just ripping vape pens in the stall in the bathroom. It was a different era.
It's such a different era. They're doing it, I guess. It's not good that they're vaping. I mean, it's not a good alternative, like health-wise, but, I mean, they don't smell. Like, we stunk.
No, dude, a Marlboro
We absolutely
Red?
Stunk.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was a different time back in the 90s. But, Chris, coming up this, dude, it's a week from tomorrow.
Yes.
It's a week from tomorrow. Yeah. You guys are taking over the stage. Speak a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we have an incredible lineup of comedians. I'm going to be hosting the show, so I'm going to come out. I'm going to say a few things. I'm going to try and make you laugh and introduce the actual comedian.
Right, the real funny people.
Yes.
The real
right. Like, I'm just, I every time you call me a comedian, I giggle. Like, I just think I'm funny for my life. Like, these are these are actual road warrior comedians. Alejandro Zambrano, Trevor Scott, Matt King, G.W. Nell, Rob Coleman. We're going to have some other names peppered in there. We're going to do something real fun. There's an intermission to the show.
Okay.
And when we come back from the intermission, you will have the opportunity to put your name in the bucket and come up on stage and get a little light roasting.
Okay.
By a few of the comedians, if you're sport for it. Come up, get tagged a little bit, have fun with it. It's all in good fun. But GW and Rob are going to close it out. Rob is the headliner of this. Rob he's finished in some top positions in the World Series of Comedy.
He's hilarious, dude.
He's absolutely hilarious.
Rob Coleman is a really funny dude.
He was the last episode. So we Sad Team 6 started a podcast. It's called The Naughty Bits.
Okay. Sounds appropriate.
Right? So little double play on the words there. But The Naughty Bits, it's adult humor. But also it's those chewy chunks of life that you don't want to talk about.
Sure.
And that's exactly why we're doing it. But we had Rob on the last episode. I had an absolute blast just sitting on a couch talking with Rob and Trevor, and we killed it. We killed that. It was so much fun. You can see that on YouTube, sadteam6.com. But by all means, check out the website. We're on the socials.
Now that you're back allowed on Facebook, right? I know that was a dilemma for you for a little while. Dude.
It's still lingering.
Okay.
Like,
did you have to sneak back on Facebook? Did you have to backdoor it?
I absolutely had to sneak back. It was like I got kicked out of the club and I went and changed my shirt and I was like, no, that guy, don't know him. Who that guy? There's still a couple of access issues.
Okay.
From the ruining. We got hacked from an entity in Australia.
Okay.
And
those wombats and kangaroos down there, they really want a piece of the action, huh?
Friendly koalas, my butt. Shots fired, Australia.
Yeah, no
shots
doubt.
Fired.
No doubt. We're talking to Chris Snyder from Sad Team 6, the Canton Fire Department. You guys got this event coming up March 22nd. I know you mentioned the website. If people are out there and they want to support you guys, how do they get these tickets? What do they have to do? How can they get on board?
So if you check out our socials, Sad Team 6, the Canton Palace Theatre website, sadteam6.com, all those links are out there. There's some posters and flyers that are up. We're going to hit it hard this weekend with those. Some of our favorite establishments locally, Arcadia, Basil, Fromage Dumonde have been incredibly supportive. Jerseys at Centennial and over on Fulton have been incredibly supportive. We'll take all the help we can get. We recently just got an amazing donation from the North Lawrence Volunteer Fire Department. They donated $2,000.
It's awesome.
To Sad Team 6. And when I talked to the gentleman that called, I was in tears. As soon as we made the connection that he was the paramedic, Matt, that came out on January 5 when I was in my crisis. He was the medic that responded and transported me to Akron, which these small world scenarios that keep piling up make me appreciate my life more and more every day.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Serendipity in the making right there. Sure. Just, dude, the fact that, I mean, I know Stark County is not a big place, but the fact that is, the person who saved your life, and then, a year plus later, who is supporting you as you help others in that situation. That truly is a thing of beauty right there. So, Sad Team 6, make sure you find them on Facebook as long as they're around on Facebook.
That's right.
Who knows when that thing's going to get shut down
So we
again.
do it. Yeah, they're bringing me up to speed on the other forums. We've got the Instagram now, and there's a Twitter, and I don't know how to use them yet. but they're teaching me.
Well, it's called X now. You got
It's
first
X.
of all,
Right.
If
Listen,
Elon Musk's here, you call it Twitter. That's going to be a problem.
Well, look, Elon and I got beef right now.
Okay.
We got street
beef with
beef.
Zuckerberg. You got beef.
I
with
got
Musk.
beef with Zuck and Musk, and if somebody wants to be my tag team duo, if you want to be my tag team duo,
dog.
let's
in.
wreck.
Squared circle
Let's wreck
style.
them.
Let's make it happen.
Dude. Yeah, between your height and my girth, we can come
got
up with
this.
some. We could be the number 10.
Oh, no doubt. The 1 to 0.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely love it.
But so we're desperately waiting on the last bit of our nonprofit paperwork.
Okay.
That was submitted months ago to the IRS.
Okay.
And then our old pal Elon went in there, was like, hey, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. And I'm like, thank you for that, Elon. We desperately want, because we can take donations.
Right.
But we're not a tax-deductible donation yet.
Okay.
And that's what's being held up. And so, Elon, if you're listening, fix that.
Yeah, let's get that.
Just fix it.
He's a big Mix 94.1 listener, as a matter of fact. Yeah, he listens all the time. I think he's streaming right now in the Tesla. So, Elon, please get that taken care of. And let's give away some tickets right now. 330-450-9400 is the number. I want you to send me a text. What should the keyword be? Sad Team 6? Sad Team 6?
Never alone.
Never alone. I absolutely love it. And that's truly what this is all about, supporting and standing up for them. And, when you come to this show, when you make a donation, when you see Chris Snyder out and you give the dude a hug, because I'm telling you right now, this guy gives great hugs. Every time I see him, I'm like, dude, I got to get a Snyder hug.
I'm a big hugger.
I know you are.
My hug game is respectable.
No, it is respectable to say the least. You're not just supporting, a dude with a story. You're supporting so many people who are facing an uphill battle and don't know where to turn. And so many times comedy is that answer. You can laugh about it and all of a sudden you can talk about it. And I think that's so important, dude. As, we've had these conversations. I'm like, oh my gosh, do I have to go in there and talk about suicide on the radio?
Yeah.
And then I'm all of a sudden laughing
yeah.
and having this good time.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's about changing the perspective and changing that narrative. But it's a dark thing to talk about. It's uncomfortable.
Of course.
And if it has affected your life, you're going to have a different reaction, But if you there's no bright side. There's no bright side to it.
Right.
But the bright side about talking about it is it's something we can prevent. We can save so many lives by just having the conversation that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help, and you are not alone.
Yeah, there's so much strength in that. The ability to be vulnerable and the ability to say that I need somebody. You think that carrying it takes a lot of strength, but dropping it is really where that strength comes in. So if you're out there, and whether you're a first responder or anyone else and you're dealing with it, please take advantage of the resources that are available to you. Please reach out to the people. Dude, send Chris a message. I'm telling you, the guy will listen to you. The guy is there for you, there for the community, time in and time again. So one more time, 330-450-9400. Send the words never alone to that number. We're going to get some people hooked up with tickets. Or Chris, one more time, if they do want to buy tickets, because I know there's Mix 94.1 listeners who want to support, tell them how they get them.
Canton Palace website, sadteam6.com, and the Sad Team 6 socials.
Truly one of the homies right here, one of the bro tones, one of my absolute favorite guests. Chris, you always have an open door whenever you guys got something going on. Dude, if you just want to come hang out.
Absolutely.
if you just want to come hang out, the door is open. That is Chris Snyder of Sad Team 6 right here on Mix 94.1.